Nearly a month after the primary, the race for Detroit mayor is finally settled tonight. The State Board of Canvassers certified the election results. The retabulation of write-in ballots gave Mike Duggan 20,000 more votes over Benny Napoleon. But after so much controversy on the first leg of the race, do voters have confidence in the system for the November election? 7 Action News reporter Andy Choi has been asking that question in Detroit tonight and joins us live. And Andy, what are the voters saying? Do they have any confidence? Do they have any faith in the system?
Depends on who you ask, Stephen. Some people say they're fine with the process. Others say, listen, I'm tired, and it's barely into September. Now, despite the issues, despite the problems, a lot of people saying that their civic responsibility remains a very high priority.
They need to work out some bugs.
The fluctuating vote totals give residents like Cynthia Nelson reason to pause. But she points out while the numbers between Mike Duggan and Benny Napoleon have shifted back and forth, it's time now to focus on the issues leading up to November.
They're the ones that's qualifying for November. So use those two and let's work with that and get the count right.
Whatever the case, be it hash marks, X's and crosses, whatever they're doing, those votes need to be counted.
But are the voters confident November's numbers yield accurate results? Wayne State Law School interim dean Jocelyn Benson says the drama over hash marks will no doubt rub some voters the wrong way.
Well, it's certainly, I think, shaken the confidence of many voters in the outcome of the elections, and that's unfortunate because at the end of the day, this was a procedural debate between how to count write-in votes. And we're really in an unprecedented election cycle where you have this significant number of write-in votes really for the first time in many decades.
Benson says voters should remember the state canvassing board concluded every valid vote should be counted.
And so voters should have every confidence moving forward that participating in the election this fall will ensure that their voices are heard.
I'm not sure right now. I don't know.
I guess it's only in Detroit that this happens, doesn't it? You know, it just happens this way all the time.
I still have faith in Detroit. You know, I'm very confident.
Now, you might recall Sheriff Napoleon calling for federal oversight for November's elections. We asked Dean Benson about this. She says that federal oversight is usually reserved for elections that may deal with discrimination or voter intimidation. In this particular case, it's all about how to count these votes, so it is very unlikely to see federal oversight for this coming November's elections. Reporting live in downtown Detroit, Andy Choi, 7 Action News. Stephen?
Yeah, the people need to be confident their votes will be counted. Thank you, Andy, for that live report tonight. By the way, former candidate Tom Barrow, who finished a distant 5th, has asked for a recount. That will be done by the Wayne County Board of Canvassers. That recount will start on Thursday. It'll be paid for by the people requesting it. Barrow, we assume. The cost, $10 a precinct, and since Detroit has 614 precincts, the cost would be $6,140.